So the next one, what is the solid angle made by a disc? Half radius is capital R, a distance A from its center. So the solid angle made by a disc of radius R at a distance A from its center. So this is we are going to take it. We are going to take a disc whose radius is capital R, and due to the disc at a distance R, what is the solid angle made by the disc at that distance A from its center? That is we need to be discussing. Let us take a disc like this. So already we discussed whose radius is capital R. So this is the radius of the disc, capital R. And at a distance A from center, we are taking as distance A. So what is the solid angle made by it? So from here to here, like a cone shape if you taken, that cone lateral surface is this disc, and that cone, how much of solid angle made here, that is we need to be find it out. That is the concept. So this is we can able to solve. First, what is the small area? We will take it first. That small area, how much of solid angle is made at this point O, we need to determine it. Later, we can integrate by taking proper limits. We can able to find the total solid angle made by this entire disc. So this is the procedure, we will follow it. So let us take a small area of it. So what area I am taking here is at a distance, let us see here, at a distance x from the center, so I am taking a small part of the disc. Let us take, this is the disc. And how much of small part I am taking means whose width is very small. This is dx. The width of the disc is dx. So this is the part of the disc I am taking first, and how much of solid angle made it due by this small part of the disc is, let us suppose we take a small solid angle d omega. If this entire one, if it is makes an angle, suppose this entire disc, how much angle it makes here is totally, if it is makes an angle theta, and clearly writing that if this total ring, so disc here makes an angle theta with the center, means this small part of the disc is there. No, this is how much angle it makes, means this small part of the disc let us take it makes an angle alpha, as well as this outer part, means this is inner part, no? So this is outer part makes a small angle, how much here? This is alpha in the sense this small angle is d alpha. So according to, and how much of solid angle it makes here, this makes a small solid angle. This small solid angle I am going to take it as a d omega. This small solid angle is d omega. So we have The expression for solid angle, what is the expression for solid angle? We have omega is nothing but lateral surface area by radius square. So we taking that this is area A here. This is A and this is total radius is R. And this distance, how much you will get? Let us take this part length here. X, no? Opposite side is X. And this is angle is alpha. This angle is alpha. And like this is like a hypotenuse. You observe, concentrate of this triangle. This is a triangle. We want it the small, this radius of small area of the disc means the radius of the small area of the disc is nothing but the hypotenuse of this triangle. The hypotenuse of this triangle is nothing but under root of x square plus a square. So we can write like that. This is under root of x square plus a square. Understand? So what is the expression for solid angle we have is we have solid angle expression omega is nothing but lateral surface area by radius square. We have the expression lateral surface area by radius square. So here I am taking a small solid angle d omega is nothing but lateral surface area. This lateral surface area is nothing but 2 pi x radius and the width is how much? This width is dx. Because we know, don't take this entire one. This is only the shaded one is there now. This area we want it. This area how much it is there? This area is nothing but perimeter into width. That is 2 pi x into dx. Therefore, I am writing that the angle made, the solid angle made by a thin part of the disc of width, how much we have? Width dx and radius x and the radius x. That is, we have area is nothing but 2 pi x into dx. And the radius here is root over x square plus a square. And the radius is root over x square plus a square. Then small solid angle. How can you find the solid angle made by the thin part of the disc of width dx and the radius x is? That is nothing but not complete part solid angle. That is a part of the small one part of this disc. Only that is a small solid angle d omega. So the small solid angle d omega is equal to area in the sense 2 pi x dx by radius square. Radius square means square root, and this one will be cancelled. Square and square root, then it will be x square plus a square. X square plus a square. Here one thing I want to tell you. This is the area. This is the area. This area is actually, it will be normal. Area vector is always normal to it. This is the area vector we have. Normal to it. ds, small area ds. So first I will write this as a small area ds only. Okay. Small area ds. But this is along the normal to this disc. But we are going to take the area vector like this. Means the area vector towards this side means that is how much angle it makes here. This angle is alpha. So alternate angles alpha. So what is the area of this one? Means this area vector is not along this direction. You should take the area vector along towards this center, that is ds cos alpha. So here we need to take this alpha. So we need to take the, here the area vector is normal to it, but we want the area vector towards the center. So that is nothing but ds cos alpha. That's why what you can write, d omega is nothing but ds cos alpha. So ds is nothing but what? 2 pi x dx into cos alpha by area vector in the sense x square plus a square. Cos alpha means again you can write as a, in this cos alpha is nothing but opposite side, because alpha means here both above and below. Adjacent side, cos alpha means adjacent side, that is a by hypotenuse, that is under root of x square plus a square. So if you take that one, this is you can write as a 2 pi x into dx, cos alpha in the sense adjacent side a by under root of x square plus a square, and here we have x square plus a square. Then what we have here, d omega is nothing but, we have properly if I am rearrangement if you done pi a 2x dx by x square plus a square. Here it is power 1 and under root means 1 by 2 power. So bases are common. So we can write that 1 plus 1 by 2 means 3 by 2. This is the solid angle made by what? Made by this shaded part of the disc at distance A at O. But our intention is what? Our intention to determine the solid angle made by this entire disc at O. So solid angle made by this entire disc at O, if we want it. So what is the approach is, we know already we found this small part of it. Then if you integrate it with respect to the limits, you will get the total solid angle made by it. So how can we do that one is, let us see. We took the part from center the distance x, but our intention is to determine from center to the what? Surface. Center to surface means what is the distance here? 0 to r. Means what we need to take from center is 0 to up to what? Radius r. So the limits are from 0 to r. If you integrate it, you will get the total solid angle. So to find the total solid angle, we are going to take like that. So we can find the total solid angle by doing this integration part. Just I am doing that. The total solid angle can be written as the total solid angle made by the disc How can you find that one is integrating? Integral, the limits you should understand from center to surface. Total disc means integral 0 to r. What is there here? Pi a. Pi a anyhow it is constant. Constant can be right outside of the integration, pi a. So 2x by x square plus a square whole raised to 3 by 2 into dx. X square plus a square whole raised to 3 by 2 into dx. Then we have already we know one thing. Integral x power n dx means we have x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. This is I am going to tell you elaborately. Why? Because you don't know the integrations till it is not started for you. So just I am giving the information that I am taking this denominator part x square plus a square as t. See, let x square plus a square is equals to t. Then if you differentiate on both sides, Anyhow, a is constant, x is a variable here. So x square means 2x dx is equals to dt. Then what happened? 2x dx place you are going to write dt. X square plus a square plus you are going to write t. Then this expression is total side angle omega equal to pi a into integral 0 to r what t 1 by t in the sense x square plus a square whole raised to what 3 by 2 and 2x dx place you can write dt. Now it is changed into the function of t, and if you take it into numerator pi a into t power minus 3 by 2 dt integral 0 to r. So you can write t power minus 3 by 2 plus 1 by, because like now it is like just like x power n dx, here t power n dt. So t power n integration is t power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Then how you can write here is pi a t power minus 3 by 2 plus 1. Minus 3 by 2 plus 1 means minus 1 by 2 by minus 3 by 2 plus 1 means minus 1 by 2. Limits are 0 to r. Then if you write it, it is 2 will comes to the numerator. So 2 pi a minus sign is there. So minus sign is there. T power minus 1 by 2 can be written as 1 by t power 1 by 2. 1 by t power 1 by 2 means under root t. That is we are writing as 1 by root t. So root t, what is t actually? X square plus a square. So root t, then t place I am writing a square plus x square plus a square. Anyhow both are same only. So x square plus a square. Limits are from 0 to r. Okay. So here minus sign is there, you observe it here. So this minus sign can be eliminated by limits interchanging. So limits you can interchange like this. So I am going to write that limits can be interchanged like this. Omega 2 pi a 1 by root over x square plus a square. Limits are from r to 0. Actually 0 to r is there. So I am eliminating the minus sign and I can interchange the limits. So r to 0. Then apply the limits here. First upper limit we need to be applied. So upper limit if you apply 2 pi a into, so here 2 pi a into x plus 0 if you put under root of 0 plus a square. Under root of 0 plus a square means 1 by a minus 1 by what? X plus r if you substituted 1 by under root of r square plus a square you will get it. Then if you multiply and a if you send it a into 1 by a means 1 into a. Then you can write 2 pi a into 1 by a 1 minus a into 1 by root over a square plus a square means a by root over r square plus a square. You observe here. We took this as totally the disk made an angle with the axis is theta. So this theta is nothing but a by under root of r square plus a square means totally r square plus a square is nothing but what? This is totally r, this is a. So what about this one? This is nothing but r square plus a square. Then if you focus this triangle, total triangle here. If the total triangle, cos angle if you taken, cos angle means what? Adjacent side a by hypotenuse. Adjacent side a by hypotenuse is what? Root over r square plus a square. Then shall I write this? A by root over r square plus a square means that is angle you see cos theta. Cos theta if you take adjacent side a by under root of a square plus a square. So from this triangle I am going to write cos theta means a by under root of r square plus a square. So this is I am writing here. So this place I am writing cos theta. Therefore you will get the result as solid angle 2 pi is equals to solid angle solid angle 2 pi into 1 minus cos theta. So this is the formula and this formula is very important. Let us see. The theta meaning is what you have to understand. The theta is the angle made by the what disc edge with at O. Okay. Suppose if you take a hemispherical sphere is taken, what is the solid angle made by the hemispherical sphere? If complete sphere, what is the solid angle it makes? You can understand the thing. First you clearly listen that what is 2 pi into 1 minus cos theta? Theta is nothing but angle made by the disc at a distance A, means at O. Okay. Now I am going to write the formula for solid angle made by the hemisphere as well as from totally one sphere at its center. That is we are going to write based on this formula. Let us see. The angle made by the solid angle made by the solid angle made by hemisphere at its center. Solid angle made by hemisphere at its center. What is hemisphere? You know well. Here half of the sphere. This is hemisphere. Now this is the center. Okay. So solid angle, if you want to find it out by hemisphere, we are taking this as the radius R. This total solid angle in the sense this is the axis. So this you observe now O is nothing but this point O. So this is you extended. This is you extended up to here like this. This is you extended up to here. Then this cos theta becomes what? This theta is there now. This theta is coming to like this. This theta is coming to like this means this theta value now how much? 90 degrees or not? So this theta is now 90 degrees. So actually, so this theta 90 degrees means if you substitute there theta place 90, what will happen? So this is the angle theta. So how we do? Here it is this correct distance means we took as a theta, but hemisphere means it is this. It will come like this. Then this is the angle. So theta is becoming how much? Theta is becoming 90 degrees. So here theta is 90 degrees. If theta 90, what is the solid angle made by it according to our expression already we determined? From the expression solid angle made by hemisphere is omega equal to 2 pi into 1 minus cos, what is the angle here? 90 degrees. Cos 90 degrees. Okay. Then it will be omega equal to 2 pi into 1 minus anyhow cos 90 0. So solid angle made by the hemisphere is 2 pi radians. As well as complete sphere. Complete sphere if you are taken, what is the solid angle made by the sphere at its center? Let us take solid angle made by the not hemisphere now. It is a sphere at its center. Sphere at its center in the sense you can understand instead of this one now we are going to take complete sphere. Complete sphere means how much solid angle it makes we can write. Let us see. If you take a complete sphere, this is center O. Complete sphere in the sense you may understand that this is the complete sphere. So complete sphere means this is axis, this is axis. Now alpha, this theta, how much it becomes now? This theta is becomes this one. So theta is becomes now 180 degrees or not? Complete sphere means it will come like this. So this theta value from here to like this up to here. That's why this angle becomes what? 180 degrees. So now theta is nothing but 180 degrees. So that expression, that is if you substitute in the expression, you will get the what? Solid angle made by the complete sphere at its center. Therefore, we can write solid angle omega equal to 2 pi into 1 minus cos of 180. Cos 180 degrees. So cos 180 in the sense omega equal to 2 pi into 1 minus cos 180 is minus 1. Then it is 2. 2 into 2 is 4 pi. So what is the solid angle made by the complete sphere is 4 pi radians. Remember it is very important. The total solid angle made by a hemisphere is 2 pi. So solid angle made by the complete sphere is 4 pi. Then based on it, we can able to find if a small part of a charge is there. If a small part of the charge is there, if a charge is there inside the sphere and it is a vertex, it is present at the vertex of a cone, then we have to be right what is the flux through it. What is the flux through it? So now based on this you can understand that well. Let us see. Here we have the information that understand clearly that if a sphere is there, and exactly at its center, then complete sphere means what is the flux through it? Flux through sphere, that is flux phi equal to q by epsilon naught, because it is enclosed charge. And complete sphere means what is the solid angle? 4 pi. So for clearly understand, for solid angle 4 pi, flux is q by epsilon naught. Understand? So for the complete solid angle 4 pi, what is the flux through the sphere? Complete flux through this complete sphere is q by epsilon naught. So 4 pi solid angle is there, the flux through it is q by epsilon naught means. Now my question is, I am not taking the complete sphere. Let us see. The same sphere I am considered again here. Now, this is I am locating the charge now at Q. I want the flux through this particular path only. So I wanted flux through it. So flux through it if you want it, is it complete sphere? No. It is a part of a sphere and it is a makes an angle theta here. Then what is the flux through it? I want it. What is the flux through it? So through this flux you wrote as, for a total solid angle you wrote as q by epsilon naught. Then I wanted flux through this small part. This is total flux, that is q by epsilon naught because of complete sphere. Complete sphere means whose solid angle is 4 pi. What about this solid angle? So here the solid angle means here solid angle, this one is What is the formula for solid angle? Omega is equals to 2 pi into 1 minus cos theta. Here 2 pi into 1 minus cos theta. For this one solid angle means for 2 pi into 1 minus cos theta, what is the flux? So I am clearly telling, for 4 pi solid angle, flux is q by epsilon naught. For 2 pi into 1 minus cos theta solid angle, flux is V2. So understand clearly. See, for 4 pi solid angle, flux is q by epsilon naught means for 2 pi into 1 minus cos theta solid angle, what is the flux? This is how can you write, just like cross multiplying. This flux I am taking as a phi. So phi into 4 pi. This is just like one ice cream, 10 rupees, 10 ice creams, how much, like that. So cross multiplying you can do it. Then q by epsilon naught into 2 pi into 1 minus cos theta. Then how can you write? Phi equal to 2 pi here 2 times cancelled. Here 2 pi here 2 times cancelled. That 2 if you bring it here, q by 2 epsilon naught. Q by 2 epsilon naught into 1 minus cos theta. So this is the flux through any part of it. Suppose if it is makes 30 degrees, cos plus 30, theta plus 30 degrees. If it is makes complete halves, so hemisphere, if you take it theta plus 90 degrees. Like that, whatever, if this angle, if it is known to you, how much of angle made by this one with the axis, then that angle will substitute, then you will able to find what is the flux passing through a part of the sphere. So like this, the solid angle plays an important role to know the flux through any part of a closed surface. Because we discussed in the previous cases that all the flux through closed surface entirely we are considering. But a part of a closed surface is there, then the solid angle plays an important role. So flux through any closed surface means you have to take the formula that q by 2 epsilon naught into 1 minus cos theta. Where what is theta there? The theta is nothing but angle made, whatever the small area if you taken, that small area axis. So the angle made by the axis of this cone, whatever cone you are assuming in the closed surface, axis, angle between the axis of the cone and the this radius. So radius and axis, angle how much is that? That angle is theta here. So that angle theta if you substitute, you will be able to find it out. Let us suppose if you take here 60 degrees theta, you can substitute it and you can determine it. This is the way you understand that if any closed surface, a part of the closed surface, if you consider through part of the closed surface, the flux we can determine by using this solid angle concept. Okay. So the remaining, still some few cases are there. So those will be again continued in the next class. So have a nice day.